It's a slumbering frostbow behemoth. The verse on the page reads,
"The ground's veins began to tremble, and mottled horns sank into the fields. New green branches broke through the soil, transforming into verdant shade." We're back! Melody's over there.
Melody, you came back?
I did! I've come to see friends, new and old. It's been so long since I've seen it sleep so peacefully. Thank you.
We were hoping to find another way, but
Papa is a kind behemoth. It knew its life was coming to an end, and it didn't want you to worry or struggle for nothing.
The little one was its only concern. I just don't know how the poor thing will manage from now on.
It'll grow up strong. Love heals wounds, and gives courage too, doesn't it? Besides, behemoths are naturally independent creatures. The little one's calmed down quite a bit since you've been away.
Has the young behemoth really made peace with Papa's passing? I can't help but wonder if we could have done more to help.
I know the behemoth is young, but it has such a strong sense of life for its age. It's just not quite ready to face the truth yet. But this day was always coming, whether we liked it or not. All we can do is be there for the little one.
you seem to know a lot about behemoths. More than most scholars and adventurers, even.
You're quite the curious one. But my story with behemoths began with a bit of curiosity, too. When I was little, I was fascinated by behemoths. I'd hide away and watch them for hours. My interest in them continued as I got older. I eventually discovered that they sometimes follow the sound of my songs.
Wow! Who knew they had such an artsy side?
I've traveled far and wide these past few years, learning as much as I can about them. I've even named every behemoth I've ever met. And this frostbow behemoth's name is Hesper.
So Papa is the little one's special nickname for it?
That's right. I still remember when I first met it. Every step it took was full of vibrant energy. It loved roaming around at night, chasing glimmers in the woods and gazing up at the stars. I named it Hesper after the shining starlight. Unfortunately, even the brightest stars will one day burn out.
Melody.
But at least they still cherish this land. Their story isn't over yet. Let's find a place to sit. I'll tell you the rest of the behemoth story through a poem.
You really love writing poetry, huh?
Poetry helps us remember. If one day you feel there's someone, something, or even a fleeting moment worth remembering forever, maybe you'll want to write it into a poem too. Before we have to say goodbye to Hesper, please listen to my poem. Follow me. This is where I often come to write and find inspiration.
Melody, we're ready.
Now then, where shall I begin? A behemoth's journey begins with separation. When they walk alone into the storm, they truly know loneliness. Tell me what it means to be lonely, to be parted. Warmth leaves us vanishing quickly, like dew in the morning. Loneliness haunts like a shadow. Loneliness takes root in the soul. But this loneliness gives them a deeper understanding of farewells, more romantic than even poetry. Where the journey came to its end, and a lifetime returned to dust, springs an elder wood watching over the clumsy first steps of the young amidst the bloom. The source of reincarnation comes from a time long ago when the gods still lingered. I listened as the great horn sank into the flowers, and the ground shook in its reply. New shoots grew, touched the air, and started swaying. And the forest, it sang along. It sang the whispers first heard after final parting. Its song rang out across the land, echoes returning back to us, where we hope to meet again.
Looks like the glimmer didn't leave us a question this time.
Maybe they think we fully understand now, so they sent us back? You know, with all this going back and forth, I see, especially after hearing Melody's poem, the way that behemoths turn into trees after death to keep protecting the forest makes Papa's death seem a lot less scary and a lot more hopeful.
The death of a behemoth is much more poetic than a human's. I used to think they'd vanish just like us, that their existence would fade over time. But instead, they take root in the forest, becoming tall trees that protect the land and everything they love. Their love isn't simply memories, stories, or influence. It's much more tangible. It's a legacy filled with hope.
When you put it that way, I'm a little jealous of those behemoths.
Even if we don't turn into trees after death, we have our own ways of passing things on. That's what life is all about. It's precious because it's finite. When you look at it that way, death doesn't seem so...
I feel like this will be the last time. We'll bring this story to a close on this journey.
It landed on the manuscript. Let's go check it out.